Hey guys, I just first want to apologize for not getting as many videos out. It is so hot. So it's just like finding time to, and my chores are exponential in the morning, so I don't have a lot of time in the morning, but it's 10:30, it's already like 80 degrees. So we're gonna try to get out here before the heat wilts everything down, and I'm gonna harvest a bunch of herbs and plants and stuff to get started on Christmas. Christmas in July, it's July 1st. So down here, let me show you, is my backyard little garden area. And I have a bunch of lavender growing in here. So I'm gonna harvest some of that, and we are going to put together a bunch of, this is not lavender, put together a bunch of tea blends. Ta-da! Oops. And then right over there on the side of my garage is a big honeysuckle vine. So we're gonna go grab some honeysuckle next. I pretty much missed the big harvest on it, and to be honest with you, I didn't want to take it then because this thing was just loaded in blossoms, but the bees love it and I felt a little guilty. So I'm gonna take, not a ton, just some. If you can find the honeysuckle blooms that are not open yet, that's even better yet. All right, got our honeysuckle. Now let's go grab some lemon balm and mint. You guys haven't seen this area in a long time since I last harvested lemon balm, and this is what happens. It gets just taken over by natural perennials and weeds. All right, lemon balm. We'll head over behind me in that back section of forest back there. I have my favorite mint. It's more of a peppermint than the other mint that I have growing up by my garden shed. All right, big old bowl of mint. Now we're gonna head right over here to my raspberry patch, and we're gonna harvest a bunch of young raspberry leaves. Raspberry leaves are a wonderful tea, especially for women. It really helps with your monthly cycle and calming effects for just, you know, those cramps and pains that you have. So we're gonna harvest some raspberry leaves. So what I want to tell you guys, what I'm specifically looking for is new growth. I'm just taking the tops off the first year canes. Alrighty, raspberry leaves it is. Now what should we go harvest? Let's go out to the garden and grab some sage. Somebody asked me what I use borage for, because I have so much of it growing in my garden, and I honestly only ever use it for exactly what was just going on. The bees love it. But I did research it, and you can, I'm going to take the echinacea while I'm here. You can use borage in teas too. So I'm going to go ahead and take some borage. I just want to decide which one to take. Maybe I'll take this one since it's falling over. Sorry, bee. I'll take that one. Hopefully the bees don't get too upset about that, but I have lots. And then right over here is my sage plant, which I let bloom and go to seed, and it's about done. So cut the seed heads off and I'll take those in. Okay, anything else out here? Well, we can go peek at the strawberries, because you can harvest strawberry leaves, make a great tea, but I think unless I have new strawberry leaves, most of my mature strawberry leaves will likely not be at the right stage for good tea making. So what I can do is I can harvest the baby leaves off these runners and still get some young strawberry leaves. So just going through your strawberry plants and harvest the young leaves off your runners. I wouldn't want these old mature leaves. They're just too blistered from insect damage and just too old, really. It's really not the best time right now to be harvesting this mint because it's right underneath a mulberry tree and it's just covered with like mulberry droppings. So I'm gonna have to really wash this one off. One more thing I want to grab as we head up to the house is some Horehound. If you're not growing Horehound, it's a great ground cover plant really that you can harvest from to make an herbal remedy for sore throats. Tastes similar to maybe like a licorice. So I'm gonna go grab some of that and then we'll head in and I'll talk to you through how I plan on bundling the different herbs for different flavored teas. So this Horehound we transplanted up here from the orchard, and I know there's a bunch more out there. This is struggling taking off, which all transplants do over time. So I'm gonna run out to the orchard and grab a bit more, but I'll meet you guys back in the house and we'll bundle these herbs up together. Welcome guys to my apothecary. Who would have ever thought I would have such a plethora of fun stuff growing? I know I never did, never in a million years. Even when I originally wanted to homestead, I wasn't mature enough in thought to think about growing my own teas and herbal remedies and making tinctures and all that fun stuff. And over the last couple of years, I've been learning and teaching myself what all you can harvest and grow, or harvest from what's growing on your property. And I started making homemade tea blends, and it's just been really fun. So what I've decided to do is a little bit different than how I started the video. I think I said I was going to come back in and show you guys how I was bundling up all these teas. I'm gonna save that for a special Christmas video. Instead, I'm gonna go ahead and choose to dehydrate everything, individually jar it up, and I'll have it ready come Christmas time for actually putting together tea sets. And I will definitely bring you guys back or bring a video back for you guys on doing that specifically. So these are the strawberry leaves. And I guess what I would let you know, and I'm still fairly new to learning about just how to make that right tea blend. There's a school of thought that is 2 parts to 1 part at the simplest level. 2 parts of your base tea mix should be your tea leaves. So whether that is dandelion leaves, nettle leaves, so this is a whole jar of dried nettle, raspberry leaves, strawberry leaves, that's your base. And I oddly would assume like mint would fall in that, but it doesn't. You can still make a mint tea, but it's not gonna be your proper warm boiled tea, basically. Whoops, these are raspberry. I was doing strawberry, out of order. So, what did I start to say? Okay, yes, your base tea leaves, 2 parts, and then something, whether it's 1 or 2 things, will always be 1 part. So 1 part of something floral, 1 part of something citrus, 1 part of something in addition to your base leaves as a medicinal green, like my Horehound, or my sage, borage leaves, things like that. So just keep that in mind. If you do want to harvest, don't forget to harvest a base leaf set. So you can go out and harvest your tea leaves from your strawberry plants, raspberry plants, I'd assume blackberry leaves. It's a little too early for me to harvest rose hips yet, but come the fall, make sure that you are remembering your rose hips. I did grab a few rose petals at the last minute. And I'm just going to leave my options open as to what blends I want to make. I'm going to be able to use a lot of this myself to make sun teas, to make whatever tea I need. I'm going to have all the ingredients to throw together. So I guess some additional facts that I'll let you know is strawberry leaves are very good for you. I think some people thought that when I was reading it that strawberry leaves are poisonous. They are not. But what I'm most excited about is raspberry leaves. Raspberry leaves are very, very good for you, especially for women's health. All kinds of schools of thought on the benefits of them, but I believe it's been proven for women's fertility, reproductive system health. So I am definitely looking forward to that. Not to have babies, but just to feel better during that time of the month. So we're gonna get some of these dehydrated, and just stay tuned and look for a future video. Probably after Thanksgiving time, I'll bring you guys back and we'll put these together in some cute jars and make some homemade teas. So thanks guys for coming with me. Hopefully it gives you an idea of things you could be harvesting and putting away so that you can reduce your budget at Christmas, not have to go to the store and buy your own teas, make your own teas at home. Just for example, so I have hibiscus already jarred up, a bunch of chamomile already jarred up. My lemon balm that I harvested earlier this year is already jarred up. So as all of my herbs and teas are drying, I'm just jarring. And then once I have my harvest complete, I'll either then go in and process them for spices and cooking herbs, or I'll process them for tea blends. Talk to you guys later.